a career spanning 5 decades. Well, you can't expect too many firsts. But synth pop pioneer Gary Numan managed it last Saturday, made his Glastonbury debut.
And we're going to talk to him about that next, and also about performing with his 2 daughters. You're watching Good Morning Britain on ITV1. See you in a moment. He is a pioneer of electric music. Sold more than 10 million records during a career spanning 5 decades. I remember the first time seeing Gary Numan on Tube-Way Army, 1979. It was amazing. I've never seen anything like it. It was so exciting.
And then last weekend, you were at Glastonbury live, which was the first time you'd ever done Glastonbury. What was that like? And who did you bring with you?
Brought my children with me. Yeah, well, it was amazing. I was very nervous during the day. Very nervous. I'm actually going deaf, so we had some warm-up shows and I was struggling with those to hear things properly, but we got that sorted out. But at one point I was thinking about cancelling it because I'm just going to be a nightmare. It's going to be a disaster, you know, because I can't hear properly. And then we got that fixed. And then it just became an amazing... The closer it got, the less nervous I became, strangely enough. By the time I actually did it, I was enjoying myself. It was good fun.
Tell us about your daughters and how they experienced it. Were they also nervous?
I was too nervous myself to ask them, actually. Probably.
How old are they?
Well, Raven's 21. We did a song that she wrote, which I thought was a great opportunity to do that.
Because you want them to go into the music industry,
I want them to do what they want to do.
Yeah,
I'm not pushing them into anything.
But that's what they want
If they want to be in music, you know, it has its ups and downs, but I've been all through that, so I can help them with the downs, hopefully. Echo, my youngest, she's not sure what she wants to do yet. She's amazing at painting and poetry and things like that.
And then Persia is
Persia's the middle one.
daughter, and she was also on stage with you. And how old is she?
She's 19 now. It was lovely. It was amazing. You know, at one point you just sort of step back and look at them doing their thing, and it's just a lovely feeling.
What an incredible experience. I think it's a remarkable experience for Ed and I to be on the sofa with you because, of course, we listened to your music throughout our teenage year. I mean, what an iconic sound. You stepped away from music in 1981 with the 3rd of your 3 farewell tours at Wembley.
Wembley shows, yeah.
But you think that was a massive mistake, don't you? You're quite hard on yourself about that.
I think it was a sensible thing to do, to step back, because I didn't like the whole fame thing, and it was quite destructive, you know, to your mental health and all that. It's not good for you if you're not taken to it. So coming away from it was a good thing to do. The way I did it was wrong. I made a big fuss about I'm going to retire. And so I really damaged myself. I damaged the career. It upset the record companies, the promoters, everyone around me, upset the fans, and it just nosedived after that. So from then to now, it's been a long period of just trying to get back to somewhere near where I was before.
That's when you say it nosedived, what do you mean? Your fame presumably nosedived because you took a step back.
All of it, success. We were literally trying to give tickets away to people in the street who were saying no thanks. You know what I mean? My single in '92 sold less copies than the first single I made in '77 when I was a complete unknown. So that's how bad it got. I was done. And
how did that affect you in yourself?
Well, I'm just eternally optimistic.
Good.
So you just keep going. But the thing is, if you love what you do, in a way, it doesn't really matter so much, you know, because you'll be doing it as a hobby if you weren't doing it for a living. So it kind of just went in force. It went back to being a hobby. You know, I was forced to go back to it as a hobby. So you just keep on doing it, and then things turned around, and then I wrote better songs, and it got better.
You went back to Wembley. You went back to the scene of the crime a couple of years ago, and you have released the album of that return.
Yeah, that was, for me, that was probably the most special night of my life, outside of children being born and so on.
Really?
Yeah, career-wise, the most important, because Wembley became the symbol of that recovery.
Sure.
you know, having messed up at Wembley, getting back there became everything. And I honestly thought it would take a couple of years. So it took 40-something years to get back there. So when it happened, imagine how special that must feel when you spent most of your life trying to get back to it.
It's so funny, though, to hear you speak about this and, you know, that kind of fall after 81. But, you know, for me, I mean, I had no awareness of that. I just think of you having these amazing, iconic songs at the end of the 70s into the 80s, which, you know, are so familiar. Gary Numan, I immediately know, I can see it, I can hear it. And, you know, there are very few artists who have that kind of impact upon people. And so for you, you kind of thought it went away. I think for us, it was, I mean, it's so imprinted on our memory. It never went away at all.
No.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? The different sort of ways people see it. Yeah, for me, I was just aware that it was nothing, you know, that like it had been. And I was trying to do something about that.
And you are on tour this autumn with the new album, the Telecon Tour.
Well, Telecon is the 45th anniversary of Telecon.
A very old album.
Right.
Yeah, it's a #1 album from 1980. I don't really like...
But doing this stuff as well?
Well, that's from 22, I think, the live album.
Yeah.
Right. It's taken me a while to get it out, obviously. Yeah. The Telecon Tour later is 45th anniversary of that one.
Right.
New album is next year. And that's what I'm really interested in, to be honest. I don't like nostalgia that much. But
no, you don't like us banging on about cars, do you?
I've sort of got used to it now, you know, but I was really down on it for a long time, but it just seemed to anchor you in a moment in time, and you don't want to be, you want to keep moving forward.
Absolutely right. Gary, it's wonderful to talk to you.
Oh, thank you very much.
It really is wonderful. Thank you. It's one of the privileges of doing what we do, isn't it? To meet Gary Numan.
I know. Gary Numan was sitting there. And also, I watched the Park Stage with you and your two daughters, and it's a fabulous show. And if you get a chance to kind of get onto iPlayer and see it, it's really, really good.
Thank you very much.
I really loved it.
It went quite well, yes.
Great.
After all those nerves.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Gary, thanks so much for being with us. Just great to see you.
Thank you.
Right, it's 8 o'clock. Time to have a look at the weather. Here's Laura.